Today we're going to have a little story time about how 9-year-old me in the third grade went to school one day and single-handedly destroyed the janitor's day. But before I get into that, there's a couple of announcements that I'd like to make. I've recently started my own Discord server. I'll go ahead and I'll throw a link right here. And there'll also be a link in the description below. Anyone is free to come. I'd love to have you around. You can come in, we can chat. I'm just looking for a way to have more engagement with my audience. Like I said, anyone's free to join. You know, I'd love to have you by. Even if you just come in, say hi, or, you know, fuck you, whatever. It makes me feel good inside. I've also recently started a Patreon page. If you would like to, you know, donate to that and support me for the videos that I make, feel free. I mean, if not, that's okay. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this one, but it is there if you feel like you'd want to do that. Okay, so getting into the story. So I was in the third grade, about 9 years old, and I had recently gotten over a sickness. I don't know what sickness it was, or whatever, but I was on some antibiotics. I was on some antibiotics. I can't speak. But with these antibiotics, I couldn't drink milk when I took it for the morning. So if I drank milk, bad shit would happen. Bad shit. And we'll get into that later. Literal shit. And so I go to school this morning and even before I left, my mom was like, "Hey, don't drink milk. It's bad for your stomach with the medicine." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna." But I go to school. I get breakfast and I forget. You know, they got little cereals, little Frosted Flakes. Put my little milk in there. And I drank the milk. Now, this little carton of milk set off a chain of events that that probably made a grown man go home that day and get so fucked up that he wanted to forget the day. Fast forward about an hour and a half, I'm sitting in the classroom. I'm doing an assignment. I think it was like a test or something like that. But I'm sitting in the middle of this test or whatever. My stomach hurts, dude. And I'm just like, oh my God, my stomach is killing me. And it hit me like, oh shit, I drank milk. So I'm sitting there in this test, and I was one of those kids that was like extremely shy, and like I hated any sort of confrontation. And so I made sure that I finished what I was doing before I went to the bathroom, because I don't want to like go to the teacher and be like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "Did you finish your test?" And I'm like, "No." And then she just suplexes me into the ground. I don't know what would have happened, but that's what I think would have happened. So I finish it, whatever. I go up to the teacher's desk and I'm like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" And sure enough, she was like, "Did you finish your assignment?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Okay, well, hurry up." Whatever. I forgot what she said exactly, but it doesn't matter what she said. It matters what happens in the next 5 minutes. So at this point, dude, my stomach is killing me. Like it's about to come out. It's really bad. So I go out in the hallway and it's literally about to come out. Like it's super bad. I see one of my friends in the hallway and I'm like, "Bro, I'm about to fucking shit myself." And I'm like half jogging, half running, half walking. I'm crab walking on the fucking ceiling, dude. Like I need to get to this bathroom right now. So I get into the bathroom and I just go into the first stall that I see, which was also a mistake because I'm a bigger guy, right? And I was a big kid in third grade. I couldn't like really fit into the stall. Not that I was like too big to like even go in it, but like, you know how like the doors to like bathroom stalls, or you have to like stand practically in the fucking toilet to even close it. It was pretty much like that. So I had no choice. I went to the handicap stall. Now, when I get in this stall, when I tell you that there is an army with a battering ram trying to come out, trying to breach the fucking walls, if I sneezed or coughed, I was shitting my fucking pants. So I'm trying to get my pants off, but I was a kid and I had a belt on. And now I'm not saying every kid is like this, but when I was a kid, I wasn't very dexterous with my fingers. That doesn't sound right. I, I wasn't very good at taking my belt off when I was a kid. So I'm like, I'm struggling to get my belt off. And I finally like get the belt off. I fucking slam my pants and underwear to the ground. And when I tell you, as soon as I bent over and broke a 90-degree angle, it came out. And it wasn't a fucking like little bitty squirt. Bro, I fucking blasted that toilet. I blasted that wall. And I sit down. And mind you, I had just got it all over the toilet. So I sit down. I'm in the toilet. No, I'm not in the toilet. I'm sitting on the toilet. And it's all over my ass because it's all over the toilet. I'm sitting in it. There's some all over the ground in front of me because what had to happen is I wasn't right in front of the toilet when I was dropping my pants. So like I backed up. I was like halfway in the stall and like I was like backing up trying to get so I shit on half the stall. Half the stall I shit on it. And I sit down and I'm just pushing out unholy amounts of shit. And I hear the janitor walk in and he's like, "Is anybody in here?" And at this point, like my stomach is so fucked up. I'm involuntarily pushing. It hurts so bad. I'm involuntarily pushing. That's how bad it wants to come out. And I'm like, "Yes, sir." Like I squeezed it out, barely squeezed it out. I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "What was that?" "Yes, sir, I'm in here." And I shit you not, this man said, "Oh Lord, I can tell." And he left. and here I am, 9 years old. I'm sitting in a shitty fucking mess, bro. I got it everywhere. It was even on my leg. Like there was shit all over me. There was shit all over the floor. There was shit all over the fucking toilet. And the only thing that's going through my mind is like, damn, man, I gotta clean this up. And so I finish up and I go and I clean everything up. Well, not everything, but I clean up a little bit off the floor, this and that. And the worst possible thing could have happened. While I'm still sitting in this stall, a shitty mess, my whole class decides to take a bathroom break. And the way we did it back then was, you know, they'd all line up on the door. 3 would come in. Once those 3 came out, 3 more would go in. And I hear them go in, dude. They start gagging because it smells so bad in there. They're gonna know I shit all over the stall. My life is ruined. Like, so I got the most genius idea. I walk out the stall and I said, "Bro, somebody shit all over this stall in here. I don't know how it got there." And so everybody was like, "What? Oh my God." And they looked, they started gagging. One dude threw up and And yeah, I washed my hands. I left. I probably smelled like fucking shit, but we're not worried about that right now. And so the one little teacher's pet ran and told the teacher, somebody pooped all over the bathroom, blah blah blah. And she was like, "Oh, let me get the janitor." I just want to say this from the deepest depths of my heart. Whoever that janitor was on that day, I am sorry. I should not have drank in the milk.